Hey, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your Tarot and Oracle card reading for October 2025. Today we're going to do a life path to see what's coming in for you in October, and then we'll see what challenges you might face, what gifts and blessings you'll receive, get some advice from Spirit, and then we'll follow it with some Oracle cards as well. Now, before we get into your reading, just a few reminders. This reading is for your sun, moon, and rising sign. Some months you'll resonate more with one than the other. I usually resonate with my rising sign, but some months my sun sign or my moon sign really speak to me, so I recommend you watch all three for a full picture. And while I say this reading is for October 2025, timing is divine, and so are you. So if you do find this outside of time, there's probably a message in here for you, and I encourage you to watch. Now, I'm trying to grow my channel, so I appreciate if you get value here to like and subscribe. That'll help others find my videos as well. I'm using the Trick or Treat Tarot because it is October, and I will use some Halloween and Samhain themed Oracle decks as well. Those will be in the description below. I've cleared your space. And now let's get into the reading. God, Spirit, Universe, please bring truth, wisdom, and understanding to this reading for the Sagittarius family and help Sagittarius navigate to their highest and most blessed timeline. Thank you, Spirit. So in October 2025, beautiful Sagittarius, we're having on the 6th a full moon in Aries, and that's going to affect your 9th house. And this is very powerful, Sagittarius, because that is your natural house, the house of Sagittarius, the house of the higher mind, higher education, religion, spiritual beliefs, overseas travel, getting in touch with the rest of the world, even if it's like online. You know, this is like big energy, and it's affecting you on a soul deep level because of the astrology as well, right? So we'll see if that resonates in this reading as well. I feel that it's resonating with everybody right now. So you start with the Ace of Swords, which is like a big idea, or it's a download, it's information. It could be a new course of study as well. And it also a new way of thinking or seeing things, followed with the Nine of Wands. This is a really good reading, beautiful Sagittarius. So it follows with the Nine of Wands, which is your new, okay, so the Nine of Wands is like the Hermit of the suit of wands, right? Because the Hermit follows, and the Hermit is the 9 of the major arcana. The Nine of Wands is the Hermit of your energetic body. They're both 9s. So this is, you have reached a level of maturity, energetic maturity, spiritual maturity as well. Like you can see things more clearly, and you're better able to navigate situations, and you're so much wiser, right? And so because of that, with the Nine of Wands, you're like the wounded warrior, where you've gone through the battles, you've gone through trials and tribulations, and so you're like scuffed up and scarred, and you've put your blood, sweat, and tears behind something that is going to be seen by the world. You're standing on the rooftop. People are recognizing you. You're taking the stage, and you're throwing candy to the children. You're disseminating blessings to the masses in some way. You're going to receive recognition. So, I really feel, and also, you can see this like sack of like candy under here, and all these wands, they're guarding it, right? You are protected because what you're doing is in alignment. What you're disseminating to the masses, what you're sharing here while throwing candy to the children, this is Spirit's work. This is what Spirit wants you to do. You are in alignment with your higher self or your highest timeline. And so Spirit has your back, and it's co-creating with you or co-acting with you, empowering your words or your actions as well. And then you end with the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. So the Page of Cups is embodying, feeling really excited and happy, like having butterflies in your stomach. You're excited about the outcomes or the possibilities. And the King of Wands, you are the master of your energy, the master of your intentions, the master of your body in some cases. Like this is self-mastery, and sovereignty. Like no one can tell you what to do. You're telling them what to do in some way, on some level, This is like literally some of you stepping up into boss role or getting promoted. And in other ways, this with the Page of Cups and the King of Wands, this could be very passionate as well. If you are in a love relationship or romantic relationship or something like that, there's a lot of passion there as well. Beautiful Sagittarius. So take it as it resonates. This is going to be different for each of you. I just feel like here the King of Wands is like sitting outside of his casket, and up here the Hermit is on the roof. This is like showing yourself on a new level, being recognized on a new level, like unveiling yourself in some way. And then your challenges, it's interesting because most people got 2 cards, but you got 3. But these aren't super challenging energies though, so it's interesting. 2 of Pentacles. So yes, you may be challenged with added responsibilities or being busier than usual. This is multitasking and juggling. And you have these children here, right? So they're like wanting things from you. These are like needy children tugging at your sleeve. It could be distracting in some way. Now, this is just for the month, and it doesn't even have to be for the whole month, but this can be trying, so you do need to stay focused. And the High Priestess is like following your intuition, staying tuned in to your higher vibration, to your highest timeline. Don't get distracted by perhaps those needy children or by the news, social media, or other things. Stay aligned. That can be challenging, stay centered and grounded and at peace in the midst of what seems to be a very busy month for you. Busy with growth though too. Like there's growth here, right? And then you have the 4 of Wands. This is making a commitment and grounding your energy. Again, staying grounded. The 4 of Wands can be a wedding, a homecoming, or a housewarming, because this is committing your energy to a person or a place or a thing. It's like saying, I will take that job. I will buy that house. I'm committing to live in this one area, to work in this one area. I'm committing to this person, like I will marry you, that type of thing. Your wands are usually very free-flowing energy, flying through the air, being carried, moved around. And with the 4 of Wands, you're planting them and somehow making a commitment. But it's for the better, It can be challenging for you to do so because maybe you're not sure with the High Priestess there if this is the right thing for you. Right? Now, we'll get advice cards about that, but I would say it is the right thing for you because you have 2 10s in your advice cards. So that is like the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, right? So this is like, this is an alignment for you. You have reached this point type of energy. And then you have Knight of Pentacles and 7 of Swords as your blessing. So 7 of Swords generally is like imposter syndrome. It's like, am I ready for this? Will people respect me? And if you're being promoted or becoming the boss in some way, this 7 of Swords in your blessing position is coming out of imposter syndrome or finding your way out of imposter syndrome or doing it anyway and finding that you do have what it takes, that you do know enough, that you are enough, And with the Knight of Pentacles, this is slow moving energy, right? This is really deeply grounding though, right? So it can be challenging for you to be grounded, but the blessing is grounded energy as well. So, lean into whatever practices you have that allow you to stay grounded, barefoot outside, meditation, mantra, breath, breathing exercises is a powerful one. But, whatever works for you, beautiful Sagittarius. Things in some way will slow down, and that will be a blessing for you, in some way. With the added responsibility of the Two of Pentacles, something else can grind to a halt to give you what you need, to give you the space or the time or the energy to pick up that extra pin when juggling. Yeah. For others of you, this is like planting seeds to grow a forest, right? So whatever seeds that you plant, whatever intentions that you make, this is a blessed time to do so. They will grow, they will manifest. The pentacles are always about manifestation. Practice the law of attraction and manifestation this month. Your intentions and manifestations are blessed, right? With the Seven of Swords too, this is your communication, how you say things, how you think about things as well, right? So your communication is blessed as well. And this could be manifesting through communication, because the Knight of Pentacles, his shield is blue, and this is communication, throat chakra, right? So whatever it is that you're communicating is a blessing and can bring wealth or prosperity over time, because the Knight of Pentacles takes time, right? And then in your advice row, you do have the Temperance card, which also says it takes time. Get relaxed in the process, because this is going to take a little while. Don't be in a hurry. And if you have to choose between two things, one will unfold quickly and one will take some time, but it will have a greater payout. Choose the one that takes longer. It will be worth it. Slow and steady wins the race. And practice inner alchemy. It's not what you get, it's who you become in the long run, right? And the Temperance card ultimately is us upgrading ourselves, us changing ourselves, us doing the great work, which is working on ourselves. And I say that because you have the Ten of Cups after, and you can see Dorothy here with the lion and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. And these guys, they're there to gain a heart, to gain courage, to gain a brain. Like they're working on themselves, on improving themselves, right? So this is your time to do that work, that great work, right? This is also culmination energy. You have 2 tens. But I will say also the Ten of Cups is all of your hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true, coming to fruition, to fulfillment. So this is like you will have a wish fulfillment this month. Accept it. Like in your advice row, this is recognize it, look for it, receive it, allow a cycle to end, because when it does, a new one will begin, right? And so you have a Ten of Swords, which is mental energy, and Cups, which is emotional energy. So these are big changes for you, beautiful Sagittarius. So you do need to stay grounded this month. Like you really, truly, I really recommend that you practice breathing, because breathing helps your air element, which is swords, and it grounds you, which is pentacles. So that would be the perfect practice for you this month. But the Ten of Swords, you can see the sword through the heart. This is like release something that you were holding on to, that you once loved. Let it go, It may come back to you, whatever it is, but you have to release it right now. You have to free your heart. You're not freeing it, you're freeing your heart. Pull the sword out of your heart in some way. The cycle, that thought cycle or that belief cycle has ended. And so it's time to start a new cycle. And that new cycle can't begin until you, for some of you, forgive yourself or others. And for others of you, it's just to recognize that it's over. Something better is here for you with the Ten of Cups, but you do have to release what's no longer, what no longer serves you. You know, and it has to do with how you think. You know, there could be like disillusionment, but it's for the better. You know, just know that. What else do we have for beautiful Sagittarius? Thank you, Spirit. Skeleton, zombie, and joy. So skeleton is strength and zombie is control. So you're getting stronger and you're gaining more control. And I'm not a bit surprised with the King of Wands. You know, this is like literally you are becoming the boss of this life in some way, you know. And it's going to be a challenge for you, Two of Pentacles. Yes, you will have more to do. It'll seem a little messy at first, you know. The process might not be super clear cut, clean, that kind of thing. You'll have to figure it out as you go on, but you have what it takes to figure it out. And then joy, rejoicing in the present. And I really feel like with the Ten of Cups, there's so much to celebrate. You know, you have a lot to celebrate. And it's such a mixed blessing because you have a lot to release with the Ten of Swords and a lot to receive with the Ten of Cups. I mean, it's very, very interesting, beautiful Sagittarius. I would love to know what this means for you. And I'm also going to do a mid-October reading. So, you know, come back for clarity. But yeah, this is interesting. And then you have ritual. Can you feel them? Wild creatures linked by the very blood you will spill into your craft. A ritual of dedication to self and those whose gazes hold fire, but whose whispers carry you softly through the unknown. So that's very powerful, beautiful Sagittarius. Your gods, guides, and guards, your ancestors, your angels, spirit, your higher self, dragons, elementals. You are being carried, you are being worked with, you are being given support, you're being given protection. Again, I definitely got that from this Nine of Wands, and I've never seen that with the Nine of Wands before. Like you're protected on a very, very deep level. Give thanks, practice gratitude this month for sure, you know. So I love that for you, beautiful Sagittarius. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.